I never expected to find my life turned upside down by a single piece of paper, but there it was, tucked inside an envelope marked with my name. The shock of seeing a marriage certificate with my name on it was nothing compared to the gut-punch realization of his name was on the other line. It was my best friend's. My mind raced back to the night we all celebrated her promotion, the laughter, the drinks, the way she and my partner had shared a glance that seemed to last a second too long. I'd brushed it off then, but now every memory was a jagged piece of a puzzle I didn't want to solve. The confrontation was inevitable, and when I stormed into her apartment, the atmosphere turned electric with tension. My partner's face went through a slideshow of emotions, confusion, fear, anger, before settling on a smirk that chilled me to my core. "You weren't supposed to find that yet," they said, as if we were talking about a misplaced birthday gift. The betrayal hit me like a tidal wave, and suddenly, it wasn't just about the forged documents. It was about every whispered conversation I'd walked in on, every late night out that never quite added up. I'd been living in a carefully constructed illusion, and now the facade was crumbling, brick by deceitful brick. Desperation clawed at my insides as I turned to my supposed best friend for an explanation. Her eyes were full of tears, but her words were a dagger. "I didn't know how to tell you," she said, her voice barely a whisper. "We've been seeing each other for months. It just happened." The room was spinning, and I was trapped in a nightmare of my closest relationships imploding around me. I wanted to scream, to cry, to make them feel just a fraction of the pain that was tearing through me, but all I could do was stand there, numb and broken. In the days that followed, I found myself questioning everything: my judgment, my worth, my very identity. I realized that I had been so focused on keeping the peace, being the perfect partner, the understanding friend, that I had ignored the growing void within myself. It was a harsh reckoning, facing the truth that I had been complicit in my own betrayal by not listening to my instincts. But as I started to rebuild, piece by piece, I vowed never to lose sight of myself again. The forged marriage certificate was a symbol of deceit, but it also became the catalyst for my liberation.